What's up?
Sorry, power controls is not yet supported.
What? Hey, Google, turn that off.
Sorry, power controls is not yet
supported. Turn the song off, god damn it. Hey, Google, turn the song off. It's gonna be one of those days. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody having a beautiful day. God dang it. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, I decided that we gonna not talk about anything that's in really going on right now today, unless y'all really want to. I think we're gonna talk about some other topics, probably some topics that's going on in our culture, the way that we feeling in our communities. What up, Ruby Reed? What up, Prince 2 Amir? What up, Yashin Jack? What up, Monica Kendra Whitehead? Truth Hurts, Joseph Walsh, Chunky? How you doing, baby girl? What's up, Kashana Brown? Who else we got up here? Joel. Who else we got to be? Makeup, you're funny. EOS. Who else we got? Gully Boy, how y'all doing? All right, so I'm gonna show y'all something. So I saw this morning. Well, there's two things that actually inspired me this morning. One is I can't show y'all because it's a female. And it seems like we got real weirdos that follow this channel that I don't know why they hate me so much, but they just really hate me. So they dedicate an inordinate amount of their time to coming at me. There are individuals that's trying to convince me that the people that they are that's doing this is, I think, Sarah and MTA's people. I don't know that to be a fact, but no disrespect to them, but I might not be the one that they want to beef with currently. But you know, if they want to beef, we could beef. We could also not beef, but you know, whatever. Anyway, I want to show y'all something. And I want to know what y'all think about this. So this morning I woke up. I wasn't feeling that well. And so I turned my IG on, and the first thing I see is this one particular female. I look at her timeline. We are gonna discuss the Kodak Black thing though. So I look at her timeline and not her timeline, her Instagram story. It is when you click on that, when it pops up in the top of the screen. One of these shits pop up in the top of the screen, right? Don't worry, she ain't there, so y'all can't even try to go look and when those things pop up. So I looked at when one of those things popped up, and she had said some shit that was really inspiring today. And like almost every morning, she inspires me. Let's just keep it a stat. I would love to tell people who she is, but I can't because, like I said, there's weirdos over here, or they just attack anybody who doesn't hate me like they do. So the shit is, and with misinformation too. Like the shit is crazy. It didn't say go talk to two people that don't even know me to get verification. So, well, one person don't know me at all, and the other person knows very little about me. So, like, that's like, I don't know. Anyway, so the other person that inspired me this morning was a young man by the name of Emperor Black. And tell me what y'all think about this.
Okay. Let's do some plug talk right quick. The good woman, the good man. Why on each part, on both parties, the lack thereof, says black woman have a single parent ratio, 80%. Good woman, bad woman, it doesn't matter. She's black, and 8 out of her 10 friends are single parent. They have children, and they have no significant other. The good man. Let's just say man, woman. Man, woman.
All right, I want to tell y'all what I thought was so significant out of what he said. So hold on one second. Let's say good morning. What up, Ray Banda? What up, Miguel A. Terrence Bruner? What up, Joel? I said Joel, right? Yeah. Jenny Lozano, how you doing this morning? What up, Chunky C? That's a different Chunky, by the way. What up, Young Los? What up, BK Gizzle? What up, Filthy? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, Blair Dubois? Dubois? Blair Dubois. Bree Powell. What up, Vix? Who else we got up in here? Yes, Richella. How you doing this morning, Richella? What up, Linux F? Lambo. Think Mega. Flower Bloom. No, I know who that is. I'm not even going to try to say that name. GT. Kenyatta Peterson. Illusion. How y'all doing this morning, Richella? Once again, because you got like 3 messages that didn't go through. What up, Melissa Raftis? Who else we got up in here? What up, Torre? Rock Boogie. Daryl Edwards. All right, so I hate what happened is the shit went all the way to the bottom. I don't know why I did that. I ain't want to miss anybody. What up, Johnny Ridley? Who else we got up in here? All right, so if I missed you, I said Truth Hurts. I said you like 3 times, like twice. Jennifer Morales, how you doing? Corning, Jarrell Corning, Moneybags. Yeah. Mumra, what up? Mumra's here. What up, Mumra the Living Dead? I'll be the Ever Living. Wait, wasn't he Mumra the Living Dead? And then he was Mumra the Ever Living, or was he always Mumra the Ever Living? What up, Denise Cologne? What up, big boy? Shit. I'm telling you, these allergies fucking with me. What up, Wise Allen? Deontay. All right, so let's get into this real quick. One thing I want to say about what he just said is he just made a really good point. He said, well, I don't know if his numbers is correct, but he's saying like 80% of females don't have a man and got children or whatever the case is. I don't know about that. I don't know how true that is. But one thing I will say, what up, Bridging the Gap? One thing I will say is this. When you have, oh, and that says Chucky, not Chunky. What up, John Soto? One thing I will say is, I think what he's trying to talk about is the problem that we have in our communities where we have such a large number of Black women. And let's stop calling ourselves African American. I've never been to Africa. I wasn't born in Africa. I was born in America. I'm an American. Okay? I'm an American. Yeah, I'm a Black American. You're not African Americans. I don't know why I was just thinking about that shit the other day. I seen somebody talk about something, and I was like, why are we calling ourselves African Americans? We're not from Africa. My mother, my father was not born in Africa. Their parents, was not born in Africa. We're actually Aboriginal Americans. That's a fact, but I don't want to get into that thing, Mega. We're not trying to go that deep. We got to tell people one idea at a time. You can't try to tell people the whole lexicon of ideas at one time and then get upset when they can't comprehend it. Tell a person one idea at a time. That's how my channel goes. That's how my channel always has been. That's the way I've always disseminated information. I give one idea at a time. So let's stop calling ourselves African Americans. I'd much rather just be a Black American. I mean, we calling ourselves a shade, whatever, but white Americans don't call themselves Caucasian. So there's no reason for us to feel a way about it. How often have you heard a white person say, I'm Caucasian? They be like, white power. I'm making jokes and shit. But I mean, come on. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a Black American. I think people think too deep into it. All right, so your man's going on tour and your dog is crying. You got a lot going on over there. Anyway, we do have a problem in our community where there's so many people of color, especially our Black women that are single and have kids. And I personally think a lot of that probably does come from the fact that when you're raised in a single parent household, think about generational curses. All right, think about it like this. The actual, and this is also about us Black men, because the fact that we have so many Black women who are single and have children, that is also a reflection of us as Black men. Let's not get this confused. And with that being said, also I want us to take into consideration there's nothing wrong with dating outside of your race. I'm not one of those people. It's like, if you're Black, you got to date a Black person. If you're Puerto Rican, you got to date a Puerto Rican person. If you're white, you got to date a white person. I'm not that way. But what I am saying is that I think that in our community, it's harder for Black people to get along with other Black people for whatever the reason might be. I think that's just more difficult. I think even the relationships that last are usually have more of a propensity to be toxic. You know what I'm saying? From what I've experienced. I mean, and I can't toxic to the point of not being able to stay together, because I've seen people with absolutely ridiculously toxic relationships, and they be together for 50 damn years, and their relationships is toxic as shit. So what I'm saying is, I think it's our generational curses that sometimes prevent us. Like, I'm going to tell you what I hate to hear. I hate to hear when somebody's talking about a Black female and they be like, oh man, they're so difficult. They always want to beef. They always want to argue. No, Black women are fighters. All right. You get with a woman, you give her something to fight for. You understand what I'm saying? You give, like, we're not supposed to, I'm not speaking like a man has to give a woman direction. I'm not saying that at all. But there are a lot of people who they just don't have direction. So they end up fighting everything. You understand? Men and women, they don't have any direction. So they don't have anywhere to direct their, I'm not going to say hostility, but I'm going to say aggression, or they have nothing to direct it at. So if you get with somebody who they have that vigor, they have that that thing in them that causes for them to want to win over something. It's whether it's you're the man or whether you're the female, you should help them fighting spirit. You should help them find a direction to fight for, something to fight for. Now, one of the things we should be fighting for is prosperity. We should be trying to fight for success. So maybe y'all open up a small family business. You have regular jobs, and you open up another little small business. My ex used to want to be a caterer or some shit like that, a party organizer or some shit like that. She was good at it. She was really good at it. She did it for most of the family, all of her friends and stuff like that. She was really good at it. I always encouraged her to do it, but she didn't do it. But that's on her. But I encouraged her to do it because I believe that we should encourage each other to do things, period. And I think that that's one of the things that we're missing in our households. We too often think we have to give everyone tough love. I don't even believe in tough love, but too often we believe that we have to give everyone tough love. Like, I care about you, so I'm going to tell you you can't do it. I don't understand that concept. That shit is retarded. Oh man, I want you to really succeed, but every single time you bring this thing up, I'm going to tell you about how you can't do it. I'm going to tell you about all the different ways you're going to fail. I'm going to tell you about everything that can go wrong, but I want you to succeed. Those two things do not run congruently. You can't speak negativity into existence, but say that you wanted the positive thing to happen. You can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even if that's your intention, what that is those are generational curses. Those are things that we've listened to too many people that didn't believe in us. So we believe that the way in order to encourage other people to try harder is to tell them that they can't do it. Is to be against, is to try to convince them to not do it. Because, you know, if I could convince you to not do it, you really didn't want it. Those things do not run congruent. You understand what I'm saying? They don't go together. So we have to stop doing that. So I keep telling this story, but I'm not going to call the person's name. This is not about them. I'm not trying to badmouth them. I'm just trying to explain the situation. So I met somebody from the channel before, right? I met a couple of people from the channel. Met a couple of people that were supporters of this channel. They're not supporters of this channel any currently. So I'm going to explain something to you. No, that is hate. You're right, Shannon. That's 100% hate. So I met somebody from the channel before. So we met and we was going to do a live. We ended up not doing a live. So I met the person from the channel. We sitting in the car. We was you know, just talking. How I always do is I talk with the people first because I want to try to gauge what kind of conversations we can have that, you know, other people will be interested in hearing us have. I can't just go live and I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I go and we're talking, and I notice every single time I say anything, the person just says the opposite. This is because that person has a curse on them. They don't even recognize or realize it. They have a curse on them. There's no way that me and anyone could be talking about you need to monetize your guests before actually getting monetized. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. There's no way that somebody could tell me that an individual like that we could talk about 3 or 4 or 5 different topics, varying ranges of different topics about different things, and every single thing that comes out of my mouth you have the exact opposite opinion of. There's no way you can tell me that. That's not possible. We talk about 6, 7 different things. I'm trying to say things before. You can't tell me that. You understand what I'm saying? So so initially I was just like, I can't go live with this person. This person just want to go live with me so they can argue. I don't want to go live and just argue. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Like, it's one thing for us to be debating, but to just every single thing that I say, you're just gonna say the opposite. That don't make sense. So what I did was I said, I'm gonna give them one more chance. What I'm gonna do is, hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say something that they said in the beginning and see and talk about it like it's my idea or it's a belief of mine. So I said something, I repeated something back to them that they said, but I said it like it was my idea, something like, and then they repeated the opposite back at me, the thing that I was saying. This is because that particular person is under a generational curse where they believe that there has to always be conflict. You understand what I'm saying? We have to break our generational curses. There doesn't always have to be conflict. They cannot always, we do not always have to be in a situation where there's conflict. You understand what I'm saying? If you believe that you always have to have conflict in your life with other individuals, then you need to go find somebody to speak with. Seriously, no disrespect. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm saying this is a factual statement. If you believe that the only way for you to be able to be a person, an individual, is to have conflict with others, then you have to find somebody to go talk to, and you have to find somebody to go discuss your matters with. Wait, Chunky says, I agree. Hold on. Can you focus on this real quick? What you want me to focus on, Chunky? Sea Breeze. What is Sea Breezy talking about? Wait, what's wrong with you, Breezy? Did you DM me? This is not a conversation I want to have over the This is not a conversation that I want to have over the live. Could you DM me? Is this a conversation that we could have personally? This is not, I don't want everybody knowing your business or the business of these individuals that have gotten hurt. But always remember, just because other people get hurt, how are their memory gonna live on if something tragic happens, if we also get hurt with them? You understand what I'm saying? So we should never be thinking about that somebody else got hurt and think we want to end our own lives. At the end of the day, we don't want their memories to fade. So if somebody does get hurt and something tragic does happen, we should always be wanting to, live life for them, keep their memories alive. DM me. We could after the live a little bit later today. I just want to have a conversation with you. Like, don't do nothing crazy. Let's just have a conversation. There you go, Mr. Gandalf. I'm gonna hit you with your bags. I'm not gonna hit you with the bags. Hit you with a fucking brick. Get the heck up out of here. Just make sure you contact me, DM me. Just make sure you contact me, DM me, and I'll call you and we could talk. Just talk. Just know we do love you. That's a fact. And our lives will not be the same without you. As I'm sure many of people that you physically know, life just wouldn't be the same without you. Have you ever DM'd me? Hey, C Breeze, DM me right now. I want to discuss the matter, but I don't want to discuss the matter on the live. I don't know where the matter is going. Remember, we have people that come around here and they might glean some of C Breeze's information and then spend time trying to convince that person to commit suicide. These people that troll over here are evil. I keep telling y'all that. You think that it's just a game, it's they evil. So I don't want her to say her business online. I would prefer if she just contacts me and then I talk to her. These people are evil. Those people that be over there in those other chats, they are evil. You hear the things that they say about me that ain't true? These people are evil. That's why I don't want her to say her business over the line. These people are evil. Shit, there's been days I've been missing. Yes, somebody send me her. I can't. I'm pretty sure she DM'd me before. I can't find her. I be not. I mean, the allergies be kicking my butt, but somebody gotta. I don't know. I gotta look for her. Anyway, we gotta go on. She's already left. Yeah, go message her, please, Richella. Hopefully she'll be okay. We need to not make drastic situations. Whenever we're upset, not just angry, but whenever we're upset, there's a chemical that releases in our brain. I forgot the name of the chemical. Hold on. Tetrahyd. Oh, fuck it. I forgot the name of the chemical. Shit, it was in my other phone. So there's a chemical that our brain releases, and it actually lowers our IQ. There's a chemical that our brain releases that actually lowers our IQ. So whenever we're upset, you should try not to make any important decisions when you are upset. Any. There's a chemical. This is a fact. This is what I'm telling you is a fact. I'm not just talking. There's actually a chemical that our brain releases that makes it more difficult for us to focus and think clearly. So we should not ever make any important decisions whenever we're upset. Ever. So consider that and think about that. Like whenever they say don't make decisions when you're angry or whatever, that's a fact. And that's also why you shouldn't go to sleep angry, because like you should not go to sleep angry. That's another reason why you should not go to sleep angry. You understand what I'm saying? Or upset or whatever the case might be. If you really care about people, you wouldn't allow for them to go to bed being angry or upset. I think I might have said her by accident. I apologize if I did. No, I don't smoke. Why? Why you act, young Los? I have no problem with smoking. A while back, I used to have to stay away from people that were smoking because of the job that I had, and because I had gotten in trouble with the law a while back, and I was getting piss test. So I had to stay away from people that were smoking because I didn't want to get caught up and get all fucked up. If Seabreeze isn't answering you, there's nothing that we could do. What can we do? No, that's not the name of the chemical I'm thinking about at all. I don't know what that is that you just put up there. It's like tetrahydroglycinate, something like that. And first of all, it's two words. That's not the name. But no, THC is the shit that's in fucking weed. But yeah, I don't smoke, but the shit don't bother me. The shit don't bother me. Like, I'm not one of those people that somebody's gonna smoke and I'm gonna be like, I could literally like, I don't smoke, but like if I took a puff of weed, like I'm not gonna be like tomorrow, like at the damn weed dealer, like, oh, you got any more of that? You got any more of them nickel bags? Like, I'm not gonna be doing that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, people smoking weed, that shit don't bother me at all. Like zero. Somebody tried to lie and from the other community and was like, they said that I said weed, the smell of weed bothers me. It doesn't. I don't like cigarette smoke. Fuck a cigarette smoke. Tryptophan, no, that's not the chemical I'm thinking about. Tryptophan is something else. Appreciate you, Spirit Cobain. It's the Wokecasters on this channel. What up, Dice? That's what crackheads do for crack. We heads do crazy. Zero influence. What you trying to? All right, I'm gonna look up the damn word so y'all can stop writing shit in. How about that? Hold on. It's in my other phone, but the damn thing, it don't work no more. Cause y'all gonna keep talking about this shit. Wait, hold on. Do I got my pictures? Let me see if I got my pictures. Cause I know I took a snapshot of the bitch. I don't got it in this phone. It's in my other phone. Ah, shit. Those was bad memories. That's not it. Wait, is that it? It's 2 words. So I don't know if you just put both of the words together. Hold on. It's 2 words. Hold on. I think you put both of. I don't know. Let me just make sure you ain't put both of the words together. I don't think that's it though. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. You want to know how I knew that wasn't it? Because I saw this. That's crazy when you can that's crazy. I recognized the chemical compound. That's why as soon as the shit popped up, I was like, that's not it. Because I recognized that's not the chemical compound. That was crazy. I'm laughing and shit. That's why people was freaking DMing you, Richella. Let me see if this shit. Hey Google, what's tetrahyme hyglycinate?
Showing pictures that match.
Damn, I don't know how to say the damn word. I can't find the damn thing. It's 2 words though. It's not 1 word. It's 2 words. 2 big ass fucking words. I don't know. Fucking. I'm gonna go get my fucking other phone fixed. Excuse me. Because I'm not gonna be able to find it again. I'm gonna try one more. Because we're not gonna get stuck on this shit all day. All right, I can't find the shit, but no, that's not the words. What up, baby girl PG? Good. What up, Diana? We're not gonna fucking find the damn thing, so that's it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. But we can't. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. We can't do nothing from here anyway. I told the individual to DM me. I mean, what else you want? I can't. What else could I do? It's like texture. I don't know how to fucking say this shit. It's 2 long ass fucking, like each one of the words got like 12 letters in it. It's 2 long ass fucking words. When you get upset, it really does lower your IQ. That's a fact. It makes it so you can't think clearly, basically. I think that Gilly should be going at anybody that's trying to steal off his platform. Gilly's platform is giving out game, right? That's Gilly's platform. That's what he does. That's what he calls what he does. Dame Dash should have came up with some other way to describe the same thing, and there wouldn't be an issue. You understand what I'm saying? What you think about Gilly the Kid coming at Dame Dash for Dame Dash saying he will be giving out free game every week? Gilly was pissed off because he does $1 million worth of game. And yeah, and then on top of that, he's giving out free game. Gilly says $1 million worth of game. Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying? Dame is, he's stepping on somebody else's feet. He shouldn't do that. And he don't have to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Like whoever want to look at it or pay attention to the situation, Dame doesn't have to do that. Doesn't have to do that. Hey, Lovely E, are you in here? Yo, check this out. Lovely E looked at one of the videos, right? And this is the comment she left. Shout out to Lovely E. But I be right about a lot of shit. So I don't even know what video she's talking about. I be right about a lot of shit. Right now, there's a story that's about to break, right? And this is what I mean by sometimes you shouldn't just make enemies with people just to be making enemies with people. It don't make no sense. So there's a story that's about to break. And well, I guess it's gonna break without it. It depends on whether I want to break it or not, to be honest with you. What up, Dex? That's it. Tetraphan glossalase. Shout out to Jenny Lozano. That's it. Tryptophan. Why I kept saying tetra? Tryptophan glossalase. That's it. That's the chemical. That's the chemical. That one right there. Shout out to Jenny Lozano. Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to tell you, I know what I'm talking about. If I see this shit, I know it. But back to the Gilly the Kid thing, the Gilly the King thing. He ain't Gilly the Kid no more, Gilly the King. So back to the Gilly the King thing. Gilly is 100% right. He's 100% right. Somebody is trying to build their platform off of something that he already built. He's the one that's talking about he giving out game. What are you talking about? You trying to give out game. We all doing similar things. You understand what I'm saying? We're all doing similar things. We're all disseminating information or awareness due to our life experiences. We're all doing similar things. You understand what I'm saying? So let's not get that confused. But when he says he's giving out game, and then he says he's giving out game for free, when Gilly is basically saying he's giving out $1 million worth of game, but he's also giving it to you for free, then what is, you understand what I'm saying? He shouldn't have, like, come on, Dame. You ain't even need to do that. No, I didn't say anything about anybody saying peep game. Nobody said that, Carlos. Why are you reaching? Shout out. Let's take a vote. Everybody read what Carlos Monterey just said, because you know I hate when people accuse me of saying shit I'm not saying. Everybody read what Carlos just said. Carlos says, so if anyone says peep game, it's the spinoff of Gilly. He's saying, are you trying to say I'm saying that? Show of hands. Who think that I'm saying that if anybody says game at all, that's reaching, right? Exactly. Thank you. Come on, stop it. I never said that. I actually just right now just explained. Gilly is saying he's giving out $1 million worth of game. Okay, Gilly is saying he's giving out $1 million worth of game. Dame Dash is trying to say he's giving out game for free. Now, what I'm saying is, if you're stepping into Gilly's territory, one, you don't have you. There's a million different ways you could talk about it other than saying you're trying to give out game. That's one. Two, he's talking about $1 million worth of game, and Dame is saying he's giving out game for free. That's obviously a correlation there. Gilly has a right to be upset, even if Dame did it by accident. And I don't think Dame did it by accident. Can't tell me he don't know about Gilly the Kid's rise that Gilly the Kid is going through. Gilly the King is going through right now. He can't tell me he don't know about that. That's just something that people say. Son is just something that people say. It's not a disrespect. It's just something that people say. He's probably from New York. He's probably not just from New York, but he's probably from New York like in the 80s and the 90s. He's probably like from New York in the 80s. It's just something that people say. Right from the X on top of that. Yeah, it's just something that people say that's not a disrespect. Yeah. Yes, Gilly is just getting. Gilly is Gilly is one of the top blogs. I just looked at that shit the other day. He put some posts up. He's like one of the top 21 blogs on fucking some platform. So now you're trying to come up with something about game also? Nah, you can't do that. That's a fact. Dame is trying to co-opt Gilly Wave. That's a fact. That's a fact. At least that's the way I see it. He could have said anything else. He didn't have to say shit about game. He could have said anything else. Gilly should take it that way. Period. Even if it's an accident. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even if it's an accident. Sometimes you just got to let niggas know you there. I'm right here. I ain't go nowhere. Stop trying to, you understand what I'm saying? I'm here. I ain't go nowhere. Sometimes you got to let people know that. That's a fact. Yeah, he got a strong community over there. Like I said, Rio Martinez. I just said this like 3 times, Rio Martinez. Like 3 times. Sometimes I think Rio don't be listening to me. Sometimes I think all of y'all don't be listening to me. I just said, even if Dame did it by accident, Gilly should still feel away. What up, Sule? So I'm going to say this again. Even if Dame did it by accident, Gilly should still feel away. Now they just standing in the damn thing and talking so everybody on the live can hear them. I'm telling you, man, my landlord, yo. Once again, I'm going to say this one more time. Even if, let me just spell it out a little bit clearer. Even if Dame knew zero about what Gilly was doing, he had no idea what Gilly was doing. He never heard about Gilly's podcast, never seen Gilly's podcast. Matter of fact, no one Dame Dash knows personally even knows Gilly the Kid exists. When Dame Dash comes out with a podcast where he's trying to have the same tagline as Gilly the Kid, Gilly should still feel away. One, how does Gilly know Dame didn't do it on purpose? How? How can Gilly know this? How can Gilly know with 100% certainty that game, it doesn't matter who did what. This is Gilly's tagline. Do you get what I'm saying? This is Gilly's tagline. This is his tagline. There's no way he can know that Dame did not do this on purpose. You feel what I'm saying? There's no way. That's my point. So Gilly should protect his interests. 2, Dame has more money and reach than Gilly. You understand what I'm saying? He has more money. He has more reach. When I say reach, I mean like freaking people that, contacts than Gilly. So this is actually a threat to Gilly. This is literally a threat to Gilly. Not a threat to his life or anything like that. But this is literally a threat to Gilly's podcast. This is literally a threat to Gilly. I don't understand how people don't get this. This is literally a threat to Gilly. Appreciate you, baby girl PJ. What's up, Sam, man? What up, Mr. Dak? No, not a fan base threat, but he's still in. Gilly's tagline is about giving out game. So anybody else that comes out and talks about giving out game, they're encroaching directly on his tagline. You understand what I'm saying? They're encroaching directly on his marketing tool. Okay, so what's your point, Rio? What is your point, Rio? And I'm not just only talking to you, Rio. There's a couple of people that are saying similar things that I'm also responding back to. Dame and Gilly, yes. A tagline is party. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I did marketing. No disrespect to anybody. I did marketing. I went to school, college for marketing. 2 separate times. I'm telling you, this is directly encroaching on Gilly's marketability and his ability to market himself. I'm telling you. And Dame doesn't need to do that. So let's just be clear on this. Dame does not need to go after anything Gilly got. Nobody is saying that Dame is. I'm not saying that Dame needs to go after anything Gilly got. I don't think he has to. And Dame has been giving out game for a long time, and that's a fact. I'm just saying Gilly beat him to the punch. Gilly should feel away. Gilly's been talking, both of them has been talking about giving out game for a long time. I'm not saying Dame, wait, hold on. Let me just be clear on something. I'm not saying Dame been doing it first. I'm saying both of them have been doing it a long time. Okay, yes, we know he can't do nothing because it's not trademarked. I'm not even talking about trademarks at this point. I'm talking about whether he should feel away or not. I'm explicitly talking about whether he should feel away or not. Period. There are people in here arguing that he doesn't have a right to feel no way. So Rio Martinez, I commented back to your comment, but I didn't talk about everything. Everything that I was saying wasn't directed at you. Shannon says it's like a sneaker company coming out. Instead of having a tagline, just do it, they say just did it. Yep, exactly. 100% exact. That's about Shannon is smart as shit. Exactly. And yes, Gilly has been using it publicly, so he does have a poor man's trademark. That's it. You know the law, Susan. Just did it. It was. Yeah, now you good, Rio. Don't worry about it. No, I ain't sweating it. I just want you to know I wasn't just you over here thinking I'm just like, shooting at you. I'm not shooting at you. I'm just explaining like this is what people are saying. Shannon says Dame was giving music industry game. Gilly was giving people game on everyday shit. Gilly worked his IG and platform and deserves the accolades. That's a fact. Who else is Gilly accused of biting? Just curious. And when you've been a ghostwriter for a whole bunch of years, there probably are a lot of people you want to accuse of biting because there have probably been literally a lot of people biting off of you. So let's just be clear on that. We know he doesn't have a GOAT show called Free Game. Yo, let's see what Corey King thinks about this. See if we can reach him today. Some days we can't. He'll be busy. That's a busy man. See if Corey King thinks about this. If we can't get Corey King, we'll call somebody else up. I had to be careful because some of these people. John Soto says he's out. Later. Enjoy your day, my brother. Gilly is a legend. That's a fact.
Good morning, brother.
Hey, yo, what's up? How you doing this morning?
Doing pretty good.
That's what it is. Yo, we got some questions for you real quick. All right, so obviously you know who Gilly the Kid, Gilly the King is, and obviously you know who Dame Dash is. Okay, so yeah. Gilly has this show where he talks about giving out $1 million worth of game. So Dame Dash is about to come out with a show, and on the show he says, and like when they're like promoting the show, he says something about he's giving out game for free. Gilly is taking offense to this. Do you think he should?
Nah, I don't think he's on Dame Dash level. First of all, like at the end of the day, so to take offense is like I doubt it. Like Dame been talking about giving games for years. Even when he was with Jay, he was talking about giving out games, splitting games and shit, man.
No, that's a fact.
You gotta understand, like you current right now in terms of, cause I watch it sometimes. I'm on IG. I sit there, I watch it sometimes or whatever. I like the fact that he actually brings people on his live and stuff like that or whatever. But Dame Dash, nah, I don't think that has nothing to do with Gilly or what Dame doing or whatever. I don't think he's coming at Gilly and release. I mean,
no, wait, hold on. I'm agreeing with you. I don't think Dame is coming out Gilly either. I'm just saying, do you think Gilly has a right to fill away because of how he's organically built his platform off giving out game? And that's basically his tagline and how he promotes his show, to then have somebody who has way more reach, way more money, way more reach. Also, obviously, way more connections, to have somebody, and it seems like their tagline is so close to his tagline.
Nah, I don't think so, man. I mean, you understand, in this day and time, you're gonna hear a lot of similarities to what's going on, especially coming out of Dame Dash now, because most of his shit be aimed at Jay-Z. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I would, if I was Gilly, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it personally. Like, I mean, there, what I was. I mean, who am I to tell a person what to say? He giving out games for free or whatever. I mean, I doubt he's paying Gilly any money.
I don't think so either. To be honest with you, I don't think so either.
He ain't paying Gilly no money. It has nothing to do with Gilly. Whatever Dave is doing, it has nothing at all to do with Gilly, man.
No. I definitely agree with that. Let's not be confused. I definitely 100% do not think that. I don't even think Dame did it on purpose. I don't think Dame looked at Gilly's platform and said, I'm just going to say this thing because somebody else has already said it. I think Dame is just, because this is another thing a lot of people don't understand. Over here, like we in the Northeast, right? A lot of our dialect is the same. A lot of the ways in which we speak are similar. So a lot of times when people talk about giving out information or giving out, we say game. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's just something that is said. Now, do I think Dame did it on purpose? No, but I do think Gilly got a right to want to protect something that he built. I do think that he got a right to fill away. That's just my opinion, though. But I don't think Dame did it on purpose. I don't think Dame is thinking. I don't think Dame is thinking about Gilly, to be honest with you.
No, he ain't thinking about Gilly. Gilly's such a small platform today, man. Like Dame still power broke deals that you don't even know about. He's still running around. The people that he dealt with in the past, they still, they think he's a bomb or whatever. They deal with him. So I seriously doubt that's what it is. You know what I mean? I just think that, I mean, maybe he said I'm giving out game for free or whatever. But Dame see the trash talking. Like I wouldn't expect anything less from him.
Check this out. Hold on. I'm gonna put something up here. I'm gonna show it to y'all real quick, and then I'm gonna read it because I want y'all to understand the type of shit Dame Dash is on. I don't think Dame did this on purpose, but what I follow him too on IG, by the way. I don't think Dame did this on purpose, but you do have to understand that it can encroach on what Gilly and Wallow is doing. It can encroach on what they're doing, and I'm going to explain why in 1 second. But hold on, I'm going to read this to everybody that didn't have an opportunity, so we can just get through it real quick. It says, so there's an individual called Michael Anthony Snowden. And he says, he put up on IG, he says, so I had this script called In the Event of my Demise. I sent it around to anybody I thought would read it. Nothing happened. After a bit of frustration, I know I had a brilliant script and I couldn't find anyone that would make it. I told Dame. He asked, where do I want to shoot it? I told him Las Vegas. He quickly said, we're shooting it here in Palm Springs. I surprised, shooting what here? In the event of my demise, we're shooting it now. Billy Pablo, I fucks with you, Dame Dash. So basically, somebody just came to Dame Dash. They tried to shop around the idea for a movie or whatever the case was, a script. Nobody was biting. They got a hold of Dame Dash. Dame Dash is, fuck it, let's do it. So that's bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? That's when you control your own destiny. You understand what I'm saying? When you understand what I'm saying? So nobody's trying to knock Dame Dash. I'm definitely not. And I'm definitely not trying to talk trash about Dame Dash, because from what I've been seeing, there are quite a few people. Like, we talk about how many millionaires that Jay-Z made, right? But you got to understand, Jay-Z and Dame Dash, they worked together at one point. And there are a lot of people that they both helped just in general. And there's a lot of things that Dame Dash did just in general that helped other people and help other people be able to find their way. So I am not trying to bash Dame Dash. But what I am saying is this. When you do YouTube, you understand how the YouTube algorithms work, right? And the YouTube algorithms work like this. And this is how the majority of algorithms work on any platform when you're searching for something, because it's just a search engine. You put in a word, and what it does is you put in a word or you put in a phrase, and then it finds the thing that it considers to be most commonly associated with the thing that you're trying to put in a search or a phrase for. You understand what I'm saying? So by Gilly the King making his jump off what it is, and somebody else coming out with something similar after that, what can happen is there can be cross promotion accidentally. Accidentally, somebody going to find Gilly's platform can now find Dame's platform, and Gilly doesn't want that. He want to be able to own outright the whole giving out game thing for a little while longer so he can build up his steam. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think if this whole Dame thing happened a year from now, after Gilly's platform was completely solidified, I don't even think this is a conversation. I don't even think Gilly brings it up.
Yeah, because at the same time, when him saying something about it, complaining about it, you actually open the people's eyes to Dame's platform.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You gave it some life by even saying anything.
That's a fact. And just so y'all know, I follow Dame. That's a fact. And Dame do drop game. Dame do got some really good posts that he dropped. That's a fact. This is the last post he put up right here. Think about that for 1 second. He says, who wants change? Everybody raises their hand. He said, who wants to change? No one raises their hand. Just think about that for a minute. You feel me? So Dame is always dropping game. That's a fact.
Fact. You know that shit though, but sometimes people start affiliation with a little too much, man. Like, give me too much, man. And I watch him. He got thousands of people that that hop on his live. Like I said, me myself, I've been on his live a couple times, and I just think personally, leave that argument alone. That argument is not worth anything. That's just me.
No, Dame is constantly spitting. Dame be giving out so much game, the shit is retarded. I follow a lot of the ideas and concepts that I heard Dame talking about, and that's a fact. Young Low says every interview Dame drops is mad game. It's just the name thing for Gilly. That's exactly it. I think that he just wants to be able to hold his platform to himself for a little while before anybody else, because he can't match Dame in money, finances, and reach. He can't match Dame with that. It's not going to be able to. Dame has way more of those things, and he doesn't want to get drowned out. So I understand where Gilly is coming from.
Yeah, I understand where he's coming from too, but I just think by him saying something, he could have landed a blow to his own platform. I say anything.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, damn well you gotta be competition with Dame now.
No.
Come on, let's wake up. Let's be real now, Gilly. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta competition with Dame. I'm 99.98% sure Dame wasn't even thinking about him when he did that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dame is not thinking about that shit at all. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know, just from the things that I've heard Dame say when he talks about, you know, business and the business end of all the aspects and all this other shit. Like, I'm gonna tell you when you know you could listen to a person that they talk and they trying to, when they say, you know what, if I had the opportunity and they could just point out, I would have did that different. I would have did that different. I would have did that different. And they're telling you where they made their mistakes at. Like, I would have did that different. I fucked up with that thing. I wish I would have did that different. You know what I'm saying? Because that takes a certain personal reflection that not a lot of people have, that not a lot of people are capable of. Not a lot of people are capable of reflecting personally on their actions or their inactions and being able to say, well, I wish I would have did that a little bit different. You understand what I'm saying? Or I wish I wouldn't even have went down that road. Not everybody can do that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how you know something. What's up? What's up? CK.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh yeah, he walked off and shit. I thought he said something to us. But yeah, yeah, and nah, Gilly is from Philly. I don't think Gilly's kissing anybody's ass, but I don't know. How do I know? How do I know? How do I know? I don't know who's kissing whose ass or who isn't kissing whose ass. How do I know? Dame got Jews. His message will be more powerful if his approach was different. I'm gonna agree with you, Shannon. Actually, I think the problem with the why some people might not be as receptive to some of the things that Dame say is because there's still a lot of people that believe that you could only like Dame or Jay-Z. You can't like both of them. There's still a lot of people, you know, there's still a lot of people that believe that. So I think that is probably where the problem with Dame that comes from. Dame bashing Jay-Z all of those long years when he shouldn't have been bashing him. Dame was throwing mad, bashing Jay-Z, bashing Leo Cohen, bashing these dudes for mad years. And that's one of the things he said he wish he would have did different, not for nothing. So that's why you got to respect a nigga that, you know, they part of my language. That's why sometimes you got to respect somebody that they've made mistakes and they say, you know what, you know, if I had the opportunity to go back, I'd do that a little bit different. Like personally,
the way we said you want to do it, right?
Wait, say that again.
No, I was talking to
all right. So like me, right? Okay, so remember when the schism first happened and I kept throwing out the word they? I probably should have named the three people that I was talking about instead of assuming that people knew the three people that I was talking about. I was only talking about three people when I was saying they. You understand what I'm saying? But by me not naming the three people that I was talking about, Tim Tyler, Dev, and Tanisha, by me not naming those people specifically, what that did was that allowed for those three people to make it seem like I'm talking about more people than I was actually talking about, even though they knew, well, two of them knew I was talking about them explicitly. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be able to sometimes look back on some of the things that you do, and you got to take reflection. Like I was only talking about those three people. As far as with the whole Dame situation, if Dame, you know, he said, yo, I wish, you know what I'm saying? I would have handled the Jay-Z situation different. I wish I would have handled the Leo Cohen situation different. You understand what I'm saying? Like a lot of times people don't understand, like communication is key. And everybody makes it. Everybody makes problems. Yes, Dame is a hell of a businessman. That's a fact.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something. Dame caught the short end of the stick. This is why he caught the short end of the stick, right? Because a lot of people don't realize he really was the political force behind Jay-Z. Hov created himself. Let's not get that twisted. He created himself in terms of being an artist. You know, I know him from back in the days. He was really hustling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he talk about, he really lived that. But the political side, the analytics, the platform, the format, Dame was hands-on, very hands-on, instrumental to that. This is why he caught the backslide when they started having their fallout.
Yeah.
Because of the Cameron situation, it's like, regardless of how strong a platform we had, you should have never went against the principle. He's always going to be the principle. Regardless of what you say, this and that, he's always the principle because mathematically, he's sound as well. He's a smart dude too. He do numbers. And Dame caught the backslide because he allowed Cameron to yell Cameron to the Rob. They start screaming Harlem, this and that. So he caught the backslide because of his negligence. But mathematically, analytically, politically, he's really that dude though. Dane is a fucking monster when it comes to certain things. He broke. He wasn't broke. Russell Simmons and him had his bread all tied up. You know how it go.
Yeah.
His money was all tied up. So at some point, when your money's tied up and it's not actually liquidated, you go through certain problems, child support, IRS, this and that, or whatever.
That's a fact.
Because now that certain things took place, some of his funds, maybe all by now, is freed up. You got other investors that's going on. You see him on certain TV shows and political format because he's still out there grounded and doing stuff. Like he's teaching his son. Because his son thought it was his business. He was teaching his son. He said, listen, the reason why I make my son work hard for it is because this way, if he ever go through some of the things that I went through, he'll be able to stand his own too and not be some spoiled kid who had everything handed down to him.
That's a fact.
You understand? But he's always, at every turn, every time you see him do something, he's always giving game. He's always talking about, economics, black economics, and how certain things fit us, how certain things affect us, how certain things hurt us, why, it's still like an obstacle or brick wall before us, and we can't get from point A to point B. He also uses himself and his personal experiences on to detail, or should I say, to pick it, what's taking place.
That's a fact. My fault, I'm freaking typing to somebody real quick. But nah, you that's serious. I learned a lot about and about just doing business, not the numbers in as much as the actual applications. Listening to Dame Dash, I've learned a lot. Just you understand what I'm saying? So you dead on right about that. Like Dame Dash been giving out game. Dame Dash been putting people on. This is nothing new. He been doing it for years. Okay, years. He's just not doing it the way that Gilly is doing it. So as far as Gilly reaching out and giving people game directly and individually, and on top of that, they're talking about two different subjects for the most matter. Gilly isn't talking about business game as much as he's talking about emotional and cultural game. You understand what I'm saying? So they're talking about two different aspects. So in reality, they can't exist in the same atmosphere. In reality, they can't exist in the same atmosphere. I think that
first of all, Jack, I'm gonna be real. Gilly is more in your lane. All these dudes, the bloggers,
absolutely
that talk about current events. He's more of a comedian to me. Like he put things in a laughter format. Some shit he says real. He go out of the way to show his hood side, but he's still a hood okay to be whatever. I still remember Gilly as an artist. He was a hell of an artist in my book. You know what I mean? I remember when he was into music and doing his thing, okay, maybe whatever. I also remember the stats he had with Lil Wayne and certain other little artists. I remember all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around the game for a while, and I go on his live, I listen to that. I'm pretty sure he knows who I am. I've been around for a while, and I actually met Gilly in Houston. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We never hung
out. Who you are too.
But I shook his hand a few times. What's up? You know what I mean? And it kept it pushing, whatever. Because he was of no interest to me. Like I asked Gilly the kid. I was up, Gilly, boom, and you know what I mean. That's it, and it kept it pushing.
Respect.
I'd been around Ray Face. That's Slim Dunk, brother. I've been around Ray and them. So I ran into him a couple times. I mean, but he stands out now because, like I said, he has a platform, but he make me laugh. Gilly's a funny motherfucker.
Yes, he is.
You know what I mean? So I watch him. He make me laugh. He spits some real stuff. You know what I mean? a part of him doing his girl is a part of the situation too. And he always got her on there, this and that, yo, and then they say little funny shit to each other. So how do you compare that? I mean,
no. You're 100% right.
You. Yeah, I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general. I'm talking about him. I'm talking.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. You're 100% right.
How do you compare that? How do you compare comedy and hood conversation, hood talk to a dude who's a clear entrepreneur, a dude who's a clear CEO, a dude who's a clear CFO? Like Dame played many roles in that Rock Nation era, not even Rock Nation, in the Rockefeller era. He played many roles.
That's a fact.
State property, with Beanie Siegel and them. Like he played a lot of roles that you can't even attempt to compare yourself to. Like he said, you're gonna give games for that. Guess what? They've been giving games for free for years.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? This is how come I know about his son starting his business and stuff like that or whatever. When he brought it up, I listened to it. I said, you know what? I feel you on that. Like I give my son this and that, so on and so forth, but I'm not gonna give it all to him because if I give it all to him, he's not gonna appreciate it and he's gonna mess that package up.
Yeah. Sometimes people, you're right about that. And I appreciate you, Truth Hurst. Truth Hurst says, you too sharp, Jack. That Gilly wave is a goofy wave. I mean, I don't know. One more thing. Shannon brought up a good point. He said, understanding power dynamics is important. When you're on top of the game, the same people you told kiss your ass before, don't forget the days you treated them like garbage. Wait, hold on. Understanding power dynamics is important. When you are not on top of the game, the same people you told kiss your ass before, don't forget the days you treated them like garbage. That's a fact. That's a fact. But doing business together. But when I look at when Dame talks, I see it more as I'm paying attention because I'm gonna learn something that's gonna help me financially. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like that's something that I'm gonna like that paying attention to Dame is gonna probably put more money in your pocket or teach you how to not spend as much money. And both of those things are basically the same thing because a money well saved is a money well earned. So, so
I'm gonna be real with you. Just so people understand too, right? Dame is equally on the mission. It's a larger mission, but the same. He's still kind of on a mission. The same Gilly is. Gilly is trying to like protect and hold down his platform, but Dame feel like he's doing it more like his ambitions a little stronger because he's hungry and like he's trying to show Hogan like, yeah, the same way you said you can do it without me, I can do it without you. Like it's not gonna stop me from what we went through. I mean, to you think you stopped my show. I'm gonna show you with something totally different. Like I can still be Dame without JD.
That's a fact.
So he's doing it more.
Hey, yo, hold it down for a minute.
Yeah.
No, I mean keep talking. Hold it down for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah, copy. All right. So anyway, y'all, Dave had the mission himself. Like he's trying to make the world know. Listen, Dame Dash didn't stop just because I don't have Jay-Z anymore. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. And Gilly and his platform on kicking it in whatever. Get me wrong, I respect Gilly's platform, but I just think it's kind of far-fetched to even think that Dame Dash will be looking back at a platform so small to try to come up. Like that's kind of like minute and small to him. It's not even a major situation for him. Like, and I'm not saying he don't watch Gilly. I think we all watch Gilly. I fuck with Gilly. That's my dude. In terms of I ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting there, whatever. I listen to him every chance I get. Because sometimes he say things that actually motivate and send me in a certain direction to keep me focused. In his funny kind of way. Like I say, to me, it's like he's spitting reality in a comedy sort of way where you can laugh, but then once you get through laughing or whatever, he firms up to get a little more serious, and then he raised these issues. That's why I kind of compared him to Jack because Jack's more serious. He talks about certain things, but He got his little laugh. He laughed, let it snap, and he said, "Nah, but listen." And you know, this is why me and Jack kind of clicked because we're in the same, we're in the kind of on the same wavelength when it comes to trying to, you know, just orchestrate and put some things together that, you know, not only for us to eat, but we can also, you know, spread the word to help others eat.
That's a fact. Hey, yo, anybody that has not seen the latest Wokecast that was put out, check it out. You want to see the latest Wokecast. You really do. We're talking about very important topics on the Wokecast. It's not like the morning show, and it's not like the Tonight Show. It's a totally different type of show, totally different type of element. We're talking about hip hop, some not in the latest one, but we're gonna be tackling more issues that have to deal with what's going on in our community and our culture, because that's what it's about. So check out the last Wokecast if you haven't seen it already, and leave comments. We want to know. We want to know where we can improve and what we could do a little bit different. My fault. What you saying?
No, I was trying to eat. We were having a call with him. Yeah, but yeah, definitely check that out, Joe. Trust me, man. Very, very enlightening. You know.
Tell E I said what up, man.
Yeah. Hey, Jack said what up. Jack Floyd said what up. He getting an idea out of his car. You already know me. You know I'm always running the movement from that. We trying to actually, you know, for people that don't know what I do outside of music is, like I find these properties in other states. We just found one, and we about to go to the bank for the cashier checkout. They'll never go to nobody doing business with cash in your hand. They're gonna think you're a drug dealer.
That's a fact.
Always. So we gonna get a cashier check right now, and we're gonna put $20,000 down. But we only bid it. It don't mean that we're gonna get the property, but we put $20,000 down, whatever, and become part of this bid for the property. It's only 3 bidders, so. And I've been checking the prices out. One person put 10, another person put 12, one put 8. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the property.
Nice. So that's what it is. Yo, at the end of the day, we have to diversify. You should not only be having one place that your income is coming in from. That's a fact. So you have to diversify. The more areas you got income coming in, it's just the better things is this the bet. That's what we should be trying to do. Always diversify your portfolio. I know y'all have heard about that before, and I think a lot of times people just think that involves when you're playing the stock market, but no, that involves you in your regular everyday life also. Don't have all of your eggs in one basket. I know everybody heard that. Yo, we're about to go out. Anything you want to add, my brother?
Man, do what I'm doing. Like Jack met Ethan or whatever. You know, he has businesses. Got a couple of trucks that he's sending his crew out to do electrical work, stuff like that or whatever. And I found it, you know, more economically sound for me to partner up with somebody. I know him for a very long time or whatever. He's been in his trade. As you know, I do construction, a whole bunch of other stuff. Find you a partner. Don't not any partner, somebody you can trust.
Yeah.
If you know it's good with money, because sometimes I get a little careless with money, guys. I want to save the world, so I see people down and out. I pull over on the street, give money, or I take them out, feed them. But find you somebody that's good with money, partner up with them. You know, it ain't got to be a major business. It can be anything, just something that can make a difference in your life, help you and your kids. I get money by yourself. You know, and that's what we doing right now with him. You know, he going to bed. I got 10 grand from other shows I've been doing. Not even show this walkthrough. People been paying me $1,000 for a walk. I'm not a platinum artist. $1,500 for a walkthrough. I just been saving the money up, and now we can reinvest into a property. You know, so my partner is good at what he's doing, good at what I do, and we know for a fact we can trust each other with our lives. That's what we do. We save our little bread here and there. Like I said, I've been doing walkthroughs. Jack aware what I do. You know, I'm a different dude. Like, give me 10,000. I take whatever's given in the why this game is not promised to the independent artist. I'm an independent artist. So when a third person tells me, I'll give you $1,200 to walk through, whatever, I'll put a bottle on your table, I'm like, hey, sure, no problem. You know, because I'm making something, I'm bringing something in. As opposed to people who make Yo, good morning, brother. As opposed to somebody that, you know, that make music and play it for their homeboys. You ain't going nowhere doing that. So what I do is I take every dollar. I take $750 as if it was $10,000. I try to make a difference with it. Understand what I'm saying? Like you never going nowhere. You know, how do I say it? Being a stiffy. He went, oh, I'm not this guy. I know I'm worth this. You don't know what you're worth until you actually out there, you know, doing what it is you do. So, you know, you can take it from me. You know, I'm living proof. I'm a living example of what's taking place and whatever. And that's that. Yeah. You know.
Yo, appreciate you, my brother. Yo, I'm gonna hit you back a little bit later because I want to talk about something. I can't never tell if he's still on the phone or if he's doing business. He's probably doing business. Yeah. Wait, you talking to me, Mr. McQueen? Robert McQueen, you talking to me?
Young no more, boy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm back, Jack. I'm sorry for that.
All right, cool. Nah, you good. Don't worry about it. Also, I'm gonna be dropping more of. I dropped one of CK's videos. Go check it out. Leave comments. We want to know what y'all think about it. So I already just dropped one of CK's videos, Gangster. Go check it out. I dropped it just yesterday. I'm gonna be dropping one of his videos every day this week. So dope, right, Shannon? Hell yeah, that shit is dope, yo. I'm gonna be dropping one of his videos every day this week on the channel. Check it out. Leave comments. We want to know what y'all guys think about it. Reshare, all that shit.
And keep in mind that I'm one of y'all. Even if my thing go boom and this and that, you're gonna always be able to reach out to me, whether it's through me, directly through, you know, my IG, my Facebook or whatever, or through Jack. And we're gonna try to do something a little different, man. The more people have a person sit behind a computer, you know, doing their stuff or whatever. Nah, all my stuff is done by either me, Jack, you know, my daughter or whatever, my daughter Chanel, and the three of us, we just trying to work it out. So, you know, I always tell people, yo, you get out what you put in. If you're showing support, I promise you, I'm gonna find a way to make it make sense whenever I can reach back out to those who supported me.
That's a fact.
You know. But that said, y'all have a beautiful, beautiful day. You know, like I always say, you know, love yourself, love your family, and stay in tune, man. Celebrate your family members and your friends while they're here.
That's a fact. Later. Appreciate you, my brother. Always love when Corey King calls in. He always seems to just, you know, always has that game. He always has that perspective. And one of the things that I really do appreciate about when he calls in is me and him don't always think the same or agree on everything, but we don't disrespect each other when we disagree with each other. We don't try to force the other one to see things our way. We just have a fucking discussion, and that's what people need to have more of. That's called adult conversation. We don't have to, at the end of the conversation, agree with each other. All we have to do is respect each other enough that the other individual has a right to have a contrasting opinion than ours, and we can move on. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to Corey King. Always love to have him on the platform. Hold on, somebody. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to show you my comment real quick. Somebody said, do you have 11 commercials? I wrote, how many did you see? Hold on, I'm going to show you that shit. Somebody said, oh shit, get out of here. Somebody wrote, do you have 11 commercials? I wrote, how many did you see? What video is that? Yep, I probably do got 11 commercials in that fucking video. It's a 3-hour, it's a 2-hour commercial. It's a 2-hour video. I should have damn near 11 commercials in a 2-hour video, nigga. Use part of my language. Are you serious? The 2-hour video. I should have a crap load of commercials. No, I got that light. You know that light that Dr. Inky was telling me about? The lizard light that Dr. Inky was telling me about, that it has a certain type of light with the UVB or UBV rays or whatever the case is. I'm using that light. Everybody get that light. I'm using that light, UVB rays. I'm Dr. Inky. Shout out to Dr. Inky. I'm using that light. Hold on. We were going off. Oh, Dr. Inky's online right now, so I can't. Before we go, hold on. I do wanna I do want to go, but we gotta do something else first. Because it is time to go. Hey, Robin McQueen, call me if you don't mind. I have no idea where I put your number. Robin McQueen, you still in here? If we can't get Robin McQueen to call, then we're just gonna go straight out. But I wanted Robin McQueen to call in. I'm not getting him to call in and talk about this shit right here is dope. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even show y'all it because anytime I put up anything that isn't a black woman, we're gonna have a ton of people that's gonna be talking about how much I hate black women to everybody that'll listen. So that means that the only women I'm allowed to talk about are black women. So this shit it makes no sense. Anyway, hold on. Find Robert McQueen's number real quick. Where the fuck is Robert McQueen? Did he go back to work? Nigga, is you at Parliament language? Is this dude at work? I do use the N-word a lot. I'm trying to stop using it. Robin McQueen is in charge of a lot of our graphics. I got somebody else that's trying to take their spot though, but they do a good job at it. So and they got a lot of stuff over there. Robin McQueen's website is also in the link where they sell merch. Like we have our merch, and they also sell other merch. And I think they sell hats. I think they sell BB and hats over there. I don't have BB and hats, but I think they sell BB and hats over there. So you might want to go check out their link and see if there's some BB in. Not that one. It's the regular one. It's not the Teesprings one. It's the other one. He needs to start when he comes in here. He needs to be putting his link up. If I can't find his number in like 2 seconds, we're just gonna go out. What the hell? I'm looking for this number. Ah, that's why I couldn't find his name. He might be at work, so he can't talk. He's like, oh man, his boss is like, who's that calling you? He's like, well, I don't know, boss. Yo, what up, Mr. McQueen? This is Jack Frost. We on live.
What's going on, bro? I got you.
Yeah, so I want to know, first of all, do you have those BB and hats? People keep asking me about them. I keep trying to send them to your website.
Hat, yeah, the thing with the hats, right? We gotta simplify it because, you know, sometimes when they do the embroidery, there's certain things they can't do. So not all of the images can be done. So it's just a matter of if we can do simple ones, but I'm trying to get it to where they're simple, but they're not simple, just like BBN or something. You know what I'm saying?
You know the A in allegedly?
Yeah.
That A, can you put that in a circle and send that to me?
Yeah.
Now you could put that
Yeah.
on a hat, can't you?
Yeah, we could probably put the actual allegedly on a hat.
Yeah, but I
mean,
want the.
It's the thing. We could do different. Any kind of hat. It's just gonna be. It's almost like this. How I look at it, right?
Yeah.
I look at it from a standpoint of being like, it's always about the presentation.
That's a fact.
And that's why the day you hit someone that had the day, because when you was talking about when it started with the Dame thing, like I put that up there, like I had that happen, bro. The minute we patched in, a squad of my people, they turned on. You know what I'm saying? So like when they did that, I'm like, oh, like it wasn't from a bad place. It was from a place more like I ain't understand it, but it don't even much matter. It's all about the presentation at this point. So like for me, I always sit down and be like, all right, this Frost brand right here, this the brand. But I'm gonna try to give it to him the way it looked like Nike would give it to him, the way it looked like actually better, because I believe we're better at it. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, it's just all about the presentation. So with the hats, and anything else, I done did all kind of stuff. It's just a matter of what kind of look you want. Like if you want that look you're gonna get when you go to the mall, you know what I'm saying? Or you go to one of the spots and they got them new Airs and all of that, and it's that look. You know what I'm saying? That's what I shoot for every single time.
Copy.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many, like you said today, everybody kind of stepping on everybody's toes in one way or the other, but the presentation and all of that is what's gonna separate us from them. Because I don't know if you noticed, but since you've been doing your merch thing, you've been pushing it, bro. Go look at everybody else, and they all following your lead like that. That's why I said cool jacking, because I tune in. You the only I do my dogs, but when I was in my finding blogs to watch, I got people that I follow or whatever. But when they stuff come up, now they got shirts. They got sweaters, all this different type of merch and how they doing it. So that's why I was like, yo, who jacking you? Because I seen them and I'm like, look, now you got people, now it's a matter of, all right, now the merch got to be popping because now you got people going on the YouTube, you get followers, they're going to want to cop the merch. So now it can't be ordinary. It got to be extraordinary, or it got to be fine tuned to where somebody can look at it and be like, oh, that shit way more fire than this. I rather, you know what I mean? Because if people just throw something, it's just like your show, bro. It's like your show. You take your time, how you put it together, and then you go watch somebody who just sitting in the room doing a blog, or they just sitting there with a white tee on and they just talking.
You're a funny dude.
Like that's what it is, bro. Like, look, ever since we linked, I've been watching. Ever since we linked, even with the wokecast and the imagery and how you doing it, it's a cat cushion coffee. You made him change his logo and his whole thing. I've been peeping the whole thing, bro. That's why I'm like, yo, you gotta really pay attention because a lot of cats, they watching you. And when you make a move, the rest of them follow suit. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I got you on everything. It's just a matter of presentation. It gotta be A1. I don't even say like that.
Copy.
You know?
But you already know I don't put pressure on a motherfucker. So you already know.
Right, but I got you though. I had that for you today. That's nothing. I'll pop that out soon as I get to the house.
You're the man, my dude. That's a fact. Don't let nobody tell you
Okay.
different.
Appreciate it, bro. I got you.
All right. Yo, pitch your brand in your everything and you need to start putting your link in the chat. When you're in the chat, put your link up. Like
we're gonna tap
don't over
it
spam it, but put your link up.
But here's the thing. I want to just talk to you about some other stuff. I want to sit down and
copy
when I talk at some point, and we can actually have a conversation about some business moves because it's some business moves that we could capitalize on and not just push the BB.
No. I got you. Hold on. We don't want to talk to you. You just said that there's people that be tapping in trying to steal ideas. So you gotta talk to me off the grid. Then we gotta chop it up. Copy.
I got you. Bet.
You already know. So, I'm accessible. It is what it is.
Yeah. We'll chop it up, and when we chop it up, we're gonna talk about some other stuff, man. Because
I think that where everybody get it confused is like, if I don't, it's just like the music industry, just like anything else, man. And it's a matter of fact, I read something yesterday, or I watched something on the NBA. People got to understand this. I don't care. You can make it to the league. I got partners that made it to the league, right?
Me too. It's a fact.
If you watch sports, everybody that made it to the NBA ain't the top tier. They ain't the best players in the world. They might have got to the league, but they ain't the best. That's why when you get to the NBA, they got all-star games. I played ball. I played with some of the best players in the world, all of them. But you got players you got NBA players, and then you got stars, and you got superstars. And then you got, you know what I'm saying? You got people, it's just different levels to it. So, yeah, you might be in the league, but it's just like I told my boy, I'm like, look, I ain't knocking nobody. You make your money. But let's say you're a player in the league, you're making $1 million a year. Then LeBron walk in, he making $40 million a year. Y'all might be on the same team. You don't even know you. He might walk in. You understand? Like I done seen Brian walk on the bench and look at teammates and they talk to him. He's like, damn, what's your name again?
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So that's the same thing we're talking about with this, even with the Dame and the Gilly situation. Like, no disrespect to Gilly and nothing like that, but that's Dame, bro. Like I get it. That's why you got to fix it when it happened, because when it happened, your protective thing kicked in. But just thinking, and not saying that he's a young boy or somebody like that, but somebody like me, if Dame did that to me, I'd be like, oh, damn, Dame, he clocking this in what I'm doing? I must be doing something right there. Let me keep doing this and let the people figure it out and be like, yo, bro, you got from the homie, blase squaze. It's all, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we'll chop it up, and I got some things I wanted to show you. And then that way it could push the BDN network and the looks and everything else to a different level. And now everybody else they're gonna be looking, you know, a little different, in other words. You know what I'm saying? They look different.
You already know.
Got me?
And yo, did you see the last Wokecast?
Yeah, I did.
You seen that I have the screen right there, right? With that is on the loop with our stuff on it.
Right.
So keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Copy? All right, I'm gonna let you go, my brother, because I gotta get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Bro. Yo.
Later. Hey, look, I love y'all. What is this? Lovely E, what is this? I'm not going to let that go through, but you got to tell me what it is. Open tab. What is that? Hold on. Look, I love y'all. I want everybody. What the hell? Why is that not working? Did I just get kicked off the internet or some shit? No, we're not running diagnostics because that's going to kick me off of this channel. Whatever that is, if that's for me, send it to my DM. Send it to my DM if that's for me. Look, everybody, look, I love y'all. I really do. I think that there was a real big misconception that happened a couple of months ago where people got the wrong idea about what kind of individual I am. And the reason why, how you doing, Galloway? And the reason why they got the wrong idea of what kind of individual I am is because they were seeing me in the reflection of other individuals that did not necessarily have the same type of values in which I have. Me not knocking anybody. So I'm saying this. The game plan has never changed. Everybody can still win. The ideas and concepts, they augment and they should shift because we should be like water. We should be able to be like this 1 minute and like that the next. Because to be successful doesn't mean to be like a brick wall. To be successful is to be able to go with the current. Sometimes you got to go with the current. Sometimes you got to go against the current. Just like there's great oceans, there's also waterfalls. Just like there's calm seas, there's also rapids. We have to know when we are supposed to be acting accordingly, and when we're supposed to push against the machine. Take into consideration your life, your family, your needs, your wants, and weigh those against what you are ready to sacrifice in order to get to where you got to go. If the sacrifice is too great, don't go. If the sacrifice is acceptable, then take those moves in order to get to the next level. That's just what it is. Period. A couple of months ago, when we had to sacrifice some of the people in our community, it was literally because of 3 people. I said that back then. I guess I didn't make it that known, or I guess people felt like if they sided with those 3 people, that sooner or later I would give in. What they didn't realize maybe is that I had no choice but to not give in, because I have a bigger, grander idea and a bigger, grander plan. My plan isn't to be doing this, getting donations every day. Donations is great. I appreciate you guys. But my plan is to build something where I can then help other people build things that they want to build. That's my plan. That's the path that I plan on going on. That's what I have been consistently doing. If you follow my IGs, I'm always promoting other people. All the time. And these people don't pay me. When you see me supporting Kush Lee isn't giving me no money. When you see me supporting other people, they're not giving me no money. I'm not asking for no money from them. So when you decide that something is worth that sacrifice you taking, my future the future of BBN, it wasn't worth the sacrifice that those people wanted me to give. Nothing is worth the sacrifice of my integrity. Nothing is worth the sacrifice of my vision. You should be the same. The only thing that I would sacrifice my vision for is my family. I've done that numerous times in my life. But I'm not going to sacrifice my vision and where I want to go in my life because there's an individual that is just dead set on trying to control what I do. Because there are individuals that are dead set on trying to control what I do. Because there are individuals that are consistently trying to say negative things or bad things about me unless I allow them to control what I do. You just can't do that. That is absolutely not what you should be doing in your life. Decide what you want to do and make a stand. Everybody can't go to the promised land with you. Some people just wasn't meant. Some people, it's not their time. Some people were destroyed if they got there with you. So make your decisions. Be strong. Don't give up. And know when to give in. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.